Hi friends. All right, so this is where I last left off at this point after I left my RV hose behind at the last camping place I was at. So I'll put a link to that adventure, trying to replace everything and change my plans, and a little bit of a delay getting out of this area, Boise. But now I'm finally ready to get to the Burns, Oregon area. So I should be crossing the border today if there's no other mishaps. That's the plan, okay? So here we go. We're leaving Boise and ready to rock and roll. Here we go. Alright, so this is what it looks like outside of the Boise area. They do have mountains that surround it. The background of it over here, looking north.
Take the ramp on the left to I-84 West.
Well, still not much to look at this point. And the clarity of the mountains this time is, the visibility is not very well. I don't know, this is again July, so not very good right now. But I'm about 100 miles if I wanted to go to Baker City, Oregon. I'm 100 miles from there, but I'm not going that direction this year. That's if I continued on 84 and took 84 down into Oregon. But I'm going to detour this time and take 20 and go east and head to Burns. I think I mentioned that was my destination. And then in the Bend area and get back into the Lapine area with the Wikiup Lake and all that, Crane Reservoir. That's such a beautiful area up in there.
Because he may not answer, doesn't mean he don't care.
So if you wonder, what do we do when we're on the road? Look around, look at everything, put on some music, and yeah, it just puts you in a place of, I don't know, peace, serenity. Just to drive and see the beautiful scenery, listen to your favorite music. And in case you wonder what kind of music do I like a variety. I really do. And I love today's country. I got more into that since I met Kent. And so really starting to really love today's country. So that was Garth Brooks. I love Alan Jackson. I mean, just so many. My favorite is also jazz. And I love Kenny G. Oh my gosh. I have Kenny G up there in his greatest hits. And now that's when I'm in a mood of not wanting to really like sing and woohoo, you know, but just that mellow, just having a, you know, beautiful background music as I'm looking at the scenery. Love Kenny G. I love reggae actually, and Bob Marley, of course. I love the oldies. Oh my gosh, the late 50s and 60s kind of, you know, oldies, you know, when you really want to, you know, just kind of have that mood of the oldies. I just love that. I have the greatest hits of the oldies on CD. And let's see, Whitney Houston, that kind of stuff, just kind of like pop rock. I've never been into hard rock or hip hop or anything like that though. But you know, that's Christian. I have Christian. I have praise Christian music, and I also have their famous artists like Jeremy Camp. So when I'm in the mood for wanting to worship, so and just have songs to praise the Lord with, And then also they're inspiring songs, so things like that. So that gives a little idea of what I like, and just if anybody wants to know what do I like. I probably have left some things out. Oh, I love the old stuff like the Cars. I'm trying to think. Hold on, let me come back. There's one that I really want to touch on that I really like, and I can't think of it right now. So hold on. Welcome to Oregon! Woohoo! Woohoo! I'm back home. I'd sure like to find me out, find love. Alright, so this is the new drive that I've never done before. So we're going to go to 20. Alright, we're going on to 20, 26, and to Burns and Bend. This direction, Oregon. So Burns is 126 miles. Probably about 2 hours. I'm curious what that mountain is out there. It's really cool. What is it? I wonder if there'll be signs or something. Just the middle out there of the farmland. Huh. We'll see if we see any signs. I really love your peaches, wanna shake your tree. Love it, dub it, love it, dub it, love it, dub it. Alright, so back to music. That is the Steve Miller Band. I love Steve Miller Band. Oh my gosh. It's a little bit of the oldies. Not like oldies, but still back a ways. And the Carpenters. In the 70s, I just, as a teenager, was just singing to those Carpenters. I just love them, and I can't think of her name at the moment. I keep having these brain senior moments. I know it'll come to me later, but she had such an amazing voice. Very beautiful. But yeah, so a lot of good times, good music. Alright, well that gives you an idea of some of the stuff I like. I really don't listen to a lot of the new stuff. Alright, so I don't think we have to worry about chaining up. Not now. But now we start to climb. And Burns is at 4,000 feet. I think it's 4,100 something feet. So we start to climb. We're at 2,430 feet as we start to make this climb. Hope my band does everything okay while it's hot, and hopefully it's not too steep. First time taking this route, as I mentioned. So we'll see. getting about 51 miles before Burns, but look at how there's the trees that are kind of in the middle of the desert. Desert hills. I know they get snow up here. There's another chain up area, but now look at the trees that are up here. Not just the, you know, desert kind of looking hillsides. More trees. Wonder if Burns has trees. I've never been there. I've been to Bend, but at 4,000 feet, I wonder, I guess they might have a lot of trees. We'll see. So far, this is the steepest climb. Climbing pretty quickly. Going up. 3,700 feet. Your public lands. Oh, okay. We're now in BLM land. So cool. Saw a sign at Rural Land Management. There was a road that went back over to the right. I could go that direction, but I'm going to keep going forward for a little bit. Try to go to that destination that I'm hoping to get to, but I'm still 82 miles from it. And it's 4:30. This is another long stretch of driving. Okay, this is another steep climb. We're at 4,000 feet. We're climbing steadily. That's why this guy slowed down to about maybe 35 miles. He's crawling up here. And I'm not going to pass him, not around. I don't have the gusto to pass. So we'll just sit tight. Yeah, he's going about 25 miles. We're almost to the top. Yeah, not only that, it's against a lot of pass when it's a double yellow line like that. I wouldn't do it anyways, even if it was. They call it Drinkwater Pass. Wow, I wonder what it's going to look like. Ooh, up ahead of us. Look at that. Wow. Oh, the hillside out there. Mountains. Just gorgeous. What a spectacular drive. This is so cool. Even if it is deserty, it's just beautiful. I have horses right in front of me and I can't get out. I was going to stay here, but with the horses coming, it's not good with Milo, but look how close they are. This is crazy. And now they're blocking the road, so I'm waiting for them so I can leave. Okay, so this is the spot that I landed before getting to Burns. I about had an hour before getting to the spot I was really trying to get to. And then I think I'm about 30 miles just before getting to Burns. And it was getting like 4:45, and I went down that road that had the horses, and I'm not sharing my camping with the horses like that with Milo. And then the 4 was by me, and then 3 more were up the hill and looked like they were heading my way, so it just wouldn't work out like that. So I found this little spot, and it has an incredible view out there in the back. You know, I have my chair set up there. Just real quick, you know, chair just to throw out and fold up and goes inside of a little bag. So I was just sitting there kind of looking at the view in the back there. So really pretty. And I'll show you the other side. Okay, so here's the other side, and there's a big tree right there, so I'm getting shade. I'm not worried about my solar at all. I have so much solar. I'm only staying one night, and then I'm going to try to look for that other spot that's by a reservoir, hopefully by water. But if it turns out to be like a Partyville place and I don't feel comfortable, then I'll have plenty enough time to find another place. So it puts me close enough. This is a road that circles around, so I came in actually that way, and I followed the road on foot, and I checked that way, and I can get out that way. Actually, that's the way I'm going to go out. I'm only about a mile off Highway 20 down a side paved road, and then there's a bunch of these dirt roads off of it. So I can actually hear the traffic out there. In fact, there's a truck that just went by. So I don't have reception, but the fact that I'm close to a highway, major highway, I feel safe. I mean, I checked tracks. There actually hasn't been any too recent of tracks. So I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. The tracks you're seeing here are for me when I kind of came in, and then I came forward, and then I backed up, and then I came in there. So really hasn't been any fresh tracks, so it hasn't been heavily used in a while. So I feel really, really, really comfortable and safe considering I don't have reception. I very rarely do this, but I'm so tired. I don't really want to go too much farther. It's quiet. I mean, as quiet as it can be with hearing the traffic out in the distance, but other than that, at least I don't have, neighbors at a campground or Walmart parking. And so I'll take the traffic out there in the distance just to have a nice little spot for the night. And I've got a lot to do with channel stuff and making up a couple more videos or finishing up a video. So I have plenty to do. Look at that view. It is just gorgeous here. For just a night. I wouldn't want to do too many nights without reception though. That's just not my comfort level, but one night, fine. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Very pretty. Well, I have to admit, I am pretty exhausted. I'm telling you, from, just moving this fast, and this isn't going to be as fast as like Kent is going to be moving when he comes out here. So I am glad that I did this journey at my pace. And even then, I wish I could do it a little bit slower, but I just crash somewhere for several days and then move and crash for several days. But sometimes it's been back to back, and so it's challenging for my body. I get really exhausted when I do that, and then with battling the heat, I gotta admit, it's pretty tough. It's 91 inside and 96 outside, but I am very hopeful that as soon as that sun sets, at 4,800 feet, that it's going to cool off. I hope at least in the 60s, but I think I read it was supposed to be like 55 or in the, upper 50s. So that would be so sweet. I'm telling you, that's the hardest is the heat at this time of year. But it would be hot, like I said, no matter where you're at, no matter even stick and brick house, unless you have air conditioning, and not everybody has air conditioning wherever they live. So guys, I can't wait to have it dark, cool off, and go to sleep and reboot and start the new day. But I am excited and happy to be back in Oregon. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed my journey up to this point, and tomorrow I can't wait to see more of the area down around Burns and past Burns and that spot. I'm keeping fingers, toes crossed, and everything that place that I'm going to, it's a reservoir, has water, and maybe a restful spot for a couple of days, and then I can move on again. Alright, well, we'll see. Journey begins again in the next video. Alright, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.